right, San Antonio, how we feeling? Welcome to the Frostbank Center, home of the San Antonio Spurs. And tomorrow night, it is the home of PBC on Prime Video pay-per-view. We have an incredible night of action, one of the deepest cards of the year from top to bottom. This your way in for tomorrow night's action. We go live on pay-per-view, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time, 7 o'clock local time. Limited tickets are available. They are going quickly. Ticketmaster.com. Our prelim portion begins at 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time, 4:30 here in San Antonio, as we will begin the afternoon, 10 rounds. This in the featherweight division, as we welcome with a record of 18 wins, opposite 3 defeats. 9 wins coming by way of knockout, hailing from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, here is Hector Sosa. And we welcome his opponent from Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic. He's undefeated, 21 wins, no losses, 14 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Luis Nunes. Luis Nunes trained under the guidance of one of the best trainers in the business, Bob Santos. First up on the scale from Buenos Aires, Argentina, Hector Sosa. Hector, right in the front, please. Right in the front, give him a pose. 125.6 for Hector Sosa. 125.6 for Hector Sosa. And his opponent, Luis Nunes. Luis Nunes looking to take his record to 22-0 tomorrow night. Again, the action begins live for free on Prime Video, regardless of Prime membership. 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time. Do not miss this loaded night of action. It is Luis Nunes on the scale. 126 for Luis Nunes. Luis Nunes, 126. Luis Nunes and Hector Sosa to begin our televised portion here in San Antonio. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is Luis Nunes and Hector Sosa. 10 rounds or less in the featherweight division. We wish them good luck, Luis Nunes and Hector Sosa. Our next prelim matchup will be 10 rounds or less in the super welterweight division. With a record of 31 wins, opposite 5 defeats, 29 wins coming by way of knockout. Joining us from Agua Prieta, Mexico. He has won 5 straight by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, aquí está Roberto Valenzuela Jr. And his opponent tomorrow night, he joins us from La Paz, Mexico. His record, 17 wins. 13 of those come in by way of KO, no losses. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Isaac Puro Mexico, Lucero. The undefeated Isaac Lucero looking to make a statement tomorrow afternoon. First up on the scale, Roberto Valenzuela Jr. 154 for Roberto Valenzuela Jr. 154 for Roberto Valenzuela Jr. And again, his opponent, Isaac Lucero. $153.8 for Isaac Lucero. 153.8 for Isaac Lucero. Puro Mexico in the house. Isaac Lucero. This is a part of our prelim portion, 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time, 4:30 local time here in San Antonio. It is free regardless of Prime membership. Do not miss these incredible three matchups. We have Isaac Lucero, Roberto Valenzuela Jr. They are predicting a war, una guerra, tomorrow night, mañana, here in San Antonio. We wish them the best of luck. Now our main event on our prelim portion will be 10 rounds in the super lightweight division as we bring up to the scale with a record of 30 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, including 15 wins coming by way of knockout. Originally from Cuba, now fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the 2-division world champion, Ramos Barthelemy. And his opponent from Indianapolis, Indiana, 18 wins, 12 of those coming by way of knockout against the single defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Frank Martin. Frank Martin trained under the guidance of Buddy McGirt, esteemed trainer. We have Ramos Barthelemy getting ready to head onto the scale again. This is our main event of our prelim portion, 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time, free regardless of Prime membership. On the scale now, the 2-division world champion, Ramos Barthelemy. 139.8 for Ramos Barthelemy. 139.8 for Ramos Barthelemy. And his opponent, Frank Martin, the former world title challenger. 139.4 for Frank Martin. 139.4 for Frank Martin. Frank Martin and Ramos Barthelemy collide in the main event of our prelim portion. It is PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video here in the Alamo City. Frank Martin and Ramos Barthelemy squaring off tomorrow here in San Antonio. We wish them the best of luck, Frank Martin and Ramos Barthelemy. Our pay-per-view begins at 8 Eastern by Pacific time, 7 o'clock local time here in San Antonio for our main card introductions. I'll turn it over to the Hall of Famer. Here is the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, a very good afternoon to you. We welcome you to the Frost Bank Center here in beautiful San Antonio, Texas. We continue our weigh-in as Premier Boxing Champions presents the PBC pay-per-view on Prime ceremonial weigh-in for our big night of action taking place right here tomorrow night, and it's all brought to you by TGB Promotions and sponsored by Thomas J. Henry, Built to Win, and DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Well, fans, our opening pay-per-view attraction features a showdown in the middleweight division. Interim WBC middleweight world title. Let's bring our fighters to the stage at this time. First, from Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Pomona, California. He represents the outstanding boxing tradition. Please welcome the world-ranked middleweight contender, Shane Mosley Jr. And now we welcome to the stage at this time from Casa Grande, Arizona. He'll be making his first attempt at a world title. Please welcome the middleweight world contender, Jesus El Mono Ramos. Well, it looks like Shane Mosley just about ready to step onto the scale. The weight limit on this fight is a very strict 160 pounds. It is for the interim WBC middleweight world championship. Ready to step onto the scale with a record of 22-4, 12 knockouts. World-ranked middleweight Shane Mosley Jr. 159.6. 159.6. And his opponent with a record of 23 wins, only one defeat, with 19 of his wins coming by way of knockout. The hard-hitting, world-ranked middleweight contender, Jesus El Mono Ramos. 159.8 pounds. 159.8. We have a fight. Both fighters weigh in under that 160-pound weight limit. Just a moment, we'll have our fighters come up, square off. They'll face each other one last time before they meet in the center of the ring tomorrow evening. Want to bring to your attention this PBC pay-per-view on Prime commences 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Pacific, and there's free prelims on Prime, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. And there they are, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus El Mono Ramos versus Shane Mosley Jr. opens up our pay-per-view tomorrow night. The interim WBC middleweight championship of the world. And now let's hear a little bit more from both of our fighters for this title fight. Multi-talented colleague, ring announcer, all-around boxing broadcaster, and host Ray Flores. Take it away.
Thank you very much, Jimmy, with Shane Mosley Jr. Shane, now that we're a day away, how good does this feel knowing that your life's work can become a reality tomorrow night?
This is what you live for right here. This is what dreams are made of. So I'm ready to go, baby. Let's go.
What about the response from the fans here in San Antonio all week long?
Oh, man, thank you so much. You guys are great, man. I love you guys. Let's go, baby.
Shane Mosley Jr., ladies and gentlemen. Now with Jesus Ramos, who is no doubt looking to make a statement. Jesus, what did you take away from that face-off of Shane Mosley Jr.?
He's ready, man. He's ready, and I'm ready. We're going to put on the show. Toda mi gente mexicana, muchas gracias por todo el apoyo. Estamos listos. Le vamos a dar un buen espectáculo y vamos por el knockout. Muchas gracias.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jesus Ramos. Jimmy, back to you.
Truly, ladies and gentlemen, not only two world-ranked middleweight contenders, but two classy fighters, some of the best in the world, something to be proud of for the interim WBC middleweight world title. Well, fans, it's this time we move along from the Frost Bank Center in San Antonio. Premier Boxing Champions continues with our weigh-in. This time we move into the next division, which is also a middleweight, WBA middleweight world title. And once again, brought to you by TGB Promotions. This fight presented in association with Warriors Boxing. Let's bring our fighters onto the stage at this time. First, from Las Vegas by way of Venezuela. Middleweight world contender making his first attempt at a world title. Please welcome the hard-hitting Johan Chelo Manotas Gonzalez. And now we're ready to bring the defending world champion to the stage at this time. Truly one of the greats in the boxing world today. Fighting out of Las Vegas by way of Guantanamo, Cuba, the two-division world champion and the current defending WBA middleweight champion of the world, Erislandy, the American Dream, Lara. And now let's bring our fighters to the scale, 160-pound weight limit. Once again, this is for the WBA middleweight world title. First, the challenger with a record of, listen to this, 36 wins, 4 losses, 34 wins coming by way of knockout. He's the knockout-minded, battle-ready challenger. Here is Johan Chelo Manotas Gonzalez. 158.6 pounds, 158.6 for the challenger. And now the champion's record, 31 wins, 3 losses, 3 draws, with 19 knockouts in his 15th consecutive world title appearance. Here is the defending WBA middleweight champion of the world, Erislandy, the American Dream, Lara. 159.6. The fight is on. WBA middleweight championship of the world. There they are, ladies and gentlemen, 12 rounds for the WBA middleweight championship of the world. Erislandy, the American Dream, Lara versus Johan Chelo Manotas Gonzalez.
All right, we're going to speak with Johan Gonzalez. As Johan Gonzalez, the hard-hitting Venezuelan who has the opportunity of a lifetime and can become a world champion. He's taking this matchup on short notice. Johan, what was said during this intense face-off?
Contanos qué decían durante este careo tan intenso.
Súper emocionado por la oportunidad y vengo entrenado y a darlo todo para llevarme ese título a mi pueblo, Dios primero.
Look, I'm just excited, ready to give it my all, and what matters is that I want the title to come back to my hometown and share it with my people. I'm so excited.
You have 33 knockouts on your resume. Will tomorrow night be number 34?
Bueno, tenés 33 knockouts en tu currículum. ¿Se viene el 34 mañana?
Dios primero, lo que vengo es con mente ganadora.
God willing, yes. But most importantly, let's come out with a winning mentality.
Ladies and gentlemen, the challenger, Johan Gonzalez. All right, we have Erislandy Lara, the champion. Erislandy, this has not been the easiest road to get to tomorrow night with a change in opponent, but what did you take away from that face-off against Johan Gonzalez?
Bueno, tuviste un traspié en el camino que no podías controlar con lo que pasó esta semana, pero ¿cómo te sentís de cara a esta pelea contra Johan González?
Estamos listos. Un saludo a la gente de San Antonio. Estamos listos ya para el 6 de ahora, el fin de semana, disculpa, el fin de semana.
We're ready. I want to say hi, say my love to the people here in San Antonio, and you better believe I'm going to be ready tomorrow, December 6th.
How's the fight going down tomorrow night?
¿Cómo va a terminar la pelea?
Bueno, yo siempre ganador, siempre siendo ganador. He hecho un trabajo bien duro en el campamento, creo que todo está perfectamente y vamos a ir por la victoria, vamos a partirle la boca, que está hablando mierda, vamos a partirle la boca.
Well, I always envision myself as the winner. I trained so hard. Training camp was arduous, so I want to make that pay off. I'm going to break his mouth. You can believe that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the WBA middleweight champion of the world, Erislandy, the American Dreamer Lara. Jimmy, back to you.
Thank you, Ray. We're ready to bring out our next fight from the Frost Bank Center here in San Antonio, Texas. Premier Boxing Champions continues with the weigh-in brought to you by DGB Promotions. This bout in association with Top Rank Incorporated. This is our co-main event of the evening. We welcome our fighters to the stage at this time. First from the native of Orange, Texas, now fighting out of Houston. In his 6th consecutive world title appearance, here is the WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Oshaki Icewater Foster. And now we invite his opponent to the scale, to the stage at this time from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He's the 2-division world champion. Please welcome the WBC Featherweight Champion of the World, Cool Boy Stephen Fulton. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is a weight limit of 135 pounds for the vacant interim WBC lightweight world title. We invite our fighters to the scale at this time. First, with a record of 23 wins and 3 losses. 12 of his wins coming by way of knockout. He is the current WBC Super Featherweight world champion, Oshaki Icewater Foster. Oshaki Foster weighs in at a ready 130 pounds. 130 pounds. And now his opponent with a record of 23 wins, 1 defeat with 8 knockouts. He is the current WBC Featherweight World Champion, Cool Boy Stephen Fulton. 132 pounds, 132 for Stephen Fulton. We have a fight once again, 12 rounds for the interim WBC lightweight world title. A lot of emotion on this fight. You don't want to miss it. 12 rounds for the interim WBC lightweight world title. Stephen Fulton versus Oshaki Foster. And now joining Ray Flores to hear from both of our fighters, we're also joined by hip-hop legend and co-host of It Is What It Is, Cameron.
No, that wasn't him.
Shock. Yo, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Turn that up. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Shock. What's going on? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. Feeling great.
You came up to me and you said, "I heard you before the fight. Did you pick Cool Boy? You had a little problem with me picking Cool Boy?"
Nah, I just wanted to let you know, so after the fight, I could come acknowledge you on that.
I appreciate that. What do you expect for this fight, and what we expect to see from you here in San Antonio tonight?
Man, y'all can expect a dominant performance from me. I'm in shape. I'm ready. We've been grinding for a long time, and you just heard it, and still.
Last question. Will it go the distance, or you gonna put them out?
Hey, we're gonna have to see, but hey, I've been saying this whole camp, man down or night, either one.
There you go. Shocky. Here you go, baby.
Thank you very much, Cam Oshaki. Good luck to you, sir. You are all good to go. Let me talk with Stephen Fulton Jr. coming into this matchup. That was a very heated face-off that you had with your opponent, Oshaki Foster. What did you take away from his body language?
Nothing at all. He's a world champion, so he's nothing at all.
Now that it's time to fight, how's it going down tomorrow night?
I'll be victorious.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Philadelphia, PA, Stephen Fulton Jr., Cool Boy Staff. Jimmy, back to you.
Thank you, Ray. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Frost Bank Center here in beautiful San Antonio, Texas, Premier Boxing Champions presents the weigh-in for the featured bout of the evening. Brought to you by TGB Promotions in association with Boxstars, Manny Pacquiao Promotions, and Pro Box Promotions, sponsored by Thomas J. Henry, Built to Win, along with DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Let's bring our fighters to the stage at this time. First, ladies and gentlemen, from Washington, D.C., we present the challenger. Moving up in weight, here is the current WBA Super Featherweight World Champion, Lamont the Reaper Roach. And now joining us to the stage, the defending champion from Mexico City, La Ciudad de Mexico. He's the popular, battle-ready, two-time world champion. He is the interim WBC Super Lightweight World Champion. Demos la bienvenida a Isaac Pitbull Cruz. We remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that our main event is scheduled 12 rounds of boxing for the the WBC Super Lightweight World title. Let's bring our fighters to the scale. The weight limit is 140 pounds. First, the challenger with a record of 25 wins, 1 loss and 2 draws. He has 10 wins coming by way of knockout. He will be seeking his second division world title. Please welcome the WBA Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Lamont the Reaper Roach. $139.6 pounds, 139.6 for the challenger, Lamont Roach. And his opponent is the champion with a record of 28 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. He has 18 knockouts. He's the popular all-action 2-division world champion, Isaac Pitbull Cruz. 138.6, already 138.6 for Pitbull Cruz.
There you go.
No backing down on this, our main event of the evening. 12 rounds for the WBC Super Lightweight World Title. Isaac Pitbull Cruz, Lamont the Reaper Roach. There they are facing off for the final time until they meet in the center of the ring tomorrow night for the main event of the evening. Once again, we're going to hear from both of our fighters, Ray Flores and Cameron.
1 2 1 2 testing 1 2 1 2. I told you a couple days ago when I interviewed you, I'm gonna call you Mr. Roach from now on. That was a pretty intense face-off. Since this started, have y'all grown general dislike for each other?
Nah, not at all. This our job right here, to lay it all on the line. I know I'm coming with everything I got, so he better come with everything he got.
All right. He's very aggressive, very intense fighter. Do you have to change anything that you do for this particular fight?
We're going to let him worry about what we got going on over here. Maybe he'll adjust, but like I said before, I got 10 ways to win. He got 1.
There you go. Last question. You told me the other day you tired of leaving things in the judges' hands. Is this going to be a knockout for you this Saturday?
What Rocky say? If he dies, he dies.
Wow. There you go. Lamont Roach, December 6th tomorrow, baby. There you have it.
All right. Well, we heard from Lamont Roach and Cam. Now we're going to hear from Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Isaac, that was an intense and a lengthy stare down. What went through your mind during that stare down? What was said?
Qué careo, ¿no? Muy intenso. Contanos qué te pasó por la cabeza mientras se decían todo eso entre ustedes.
Nada más vengo a ser muy claro y le vengo a decir que le vengo a hacer lo que le hice a Diego Magdaleno y eso es todo.
Well, I couldn't be more clear with him. What I came to do was the same that I did 5 years ago against Diego Magdaleno, and he knows what that is.
What does this response from this incredible crowd here in San Antonio mean to you?
La gente como te quiere, ¿no? Contanos qué significa eso para vos.
Algo muy bonito y por eso, por esta linda gente de San Antonio, voy a darles una gran pelea el día de mañana.
It's beautiful, the crowd is the best, and that's why I want to provide a great show for all of you tomorrow night.
Your prediction for tomorrow night?
Vaticinio para mañana.
Darles lo mejor de mí a toda esta linda gente y que sea la ganadora de toda la gente que vino a apoyarme esta noche.
I can predict that I'm going to give the best of me to all of you and that you're going to be the true winners of the night. It's going to be a great show. Don't miss it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Isaac Pitbull Cruz, our main event, PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. Do not miss it. Jimmy, take us home.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Cameron. Thank you, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. What an outstanding crowd. Some of the best boxing fans in the world here in San Antonio, Texas. And we have a great fight card scheduled for you tomorrow. On behalf of TGB Promotions and Premier Boxing Champions, we thank you for your attendance, and we'll see you tomorrow night.